Enjoy your favorite programs, black and white or color. Turn the set on, select your channel.
The oldest operating McDonald's here in California on Lakewood Boulevard in
Downey Pork Farm, established in the late 1800s.
Either at the set or on the remote unit.
Today's news, a grand jury has handed down a scathing report on the conditions at the Los Angeles County Pork Farm.
This is a really interesting part of LA history.
Warning, these grounds are patrolled 24/7. Please do not attempt to enter any clearly defined restricted area. The Los Angeles County Poor Farm was established in 1887. The county purchased the 124 acres of land in what is now Downey, California. It served as a place of refuge for the able-bodied poor and destitute of Southern California. It was Dr. Edwin L. Burdick, the farm's first superintendent, who set out the orange grove at the farm, which brought in such good income during his tenure and made the farm one of the showplaces of the county. November 16, 1902, the Los Angeles Sunday Times.
The delightful innovation of housing the homeless and unfortunate in such environments belongs exclusively to Southern California, for no other part of America bears record of having done likewise.
While considered a success for the county, it was not without its darker side. Along with reports of patient mistreatment, some patients took their own lives.
George Deacon, an inmate of the county poor farm, alone and despondent, drowned himself in the river.
Charles Neal, 60, inmate of the county poor farm, reported as a suicide by the coroner today, achieved death by drowning.
In 1911, A grand jury investigation resulted in sweeping changes, including fair distribution of food, clean and well-lit wards, and humane and kindly treatment of inmates, with the promise that any case of unnecessary force of violence on the part of employees is punished by instant dismissal. As a result of the improvements from the grand jury investigation, conditions at the farm started to improve, and the mission of the farm slowly started to evolve.
Miss Caroline Barnes, 91, the great-granddaughter of Benjamin Franklin, is happy at the Downey Poor Farm.
In 1935, Franklin D. Roosevelt put his signature on the Social Security Act.
This Social Security measure gives at least some protection to 30 millions of our citizens who will reap direct benefits through unemployment compensation, through old age pensions, and through increased services for the protection of children and the prevention of ill health.
With the Social Security Act passed, the need for poor farms was greatly reduced. Many of the farm's elderly patients moved to nursing homes. With World War II on the horizon, many of the able-bodied found work in the aviation industry and left the ranch. The Depression did not spare the county poor farm. As funding dried up, the patient population exploded. In 1932, as the farm turned towards rehabilitation and medicine, the farm's name was changed to Rancho Los Amigos, Ranch of the Friends.
Hi, I'm Huell Hauser. I'm standing in the middle of Rancho Los Amigos Medical Center. Let's talk about, can we go on in there now and talk about this polio facility? Rancho Los Amigos here in Downey was one of 13 major polio centers around the country in the 50s.
It was the largest respiratory center in the country. Most of the people that came to Rancho were polio patients with respiratory problems, what we call bulbar polio, and it was the largest one in the country. There were others, but this was the most modern and the largest.
The late 40s and 50s were a time of massive growth and change, and by 1951, Rancho Los Amigos was considered a premier hospital. But over time, the aging South Campus was gradually abandoned. One by one, the hallmarks of the poor farm were shut down. The mental health wards were shuttered, and the prize milking cows were sold. By the late 50s, the county poor farm was a thing of the past.
CBSN Los Angeles, I'm Jeff Vaughn. We have breaking news at this hour. Desmond Shaw is over a fire in Downey and has the latest. Des.
Yeah, Jeff, this is a really interesting part of LA history. The old Rancho Los Amigos hospital, which the old hospital has been shuttered for many years, actually for several decades, and has really been a derelict structure. But there was a lot of history to this building, and it is all burning down right now in Downey. This is south of Imperial Highway.
But Rancho Los Amigos survives. The natural ancestor of the original LA County poor farm is still alive and well.